Hey, what's going on, guys? Benny Childs, founder of the Teach Me to Fish Effects trading community, and I am back with another inspirational video. Awesome. All right, so we do have volume. Um, so we should be good to go. Hey guys, before we get into it, I'm back with another inspirational video. Today is going to be the market analysis or forecast for the week of Sunday, October 31st, 2021. For a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor. My videos are for entertainment and educational purposes only, and they are based solely off of my trading experience and what I find to be profitable. Okay, before we get into it, guys, I do offer mentorship community. All right, I offer two levels for that community. If you guys are interested, just head over to the Teach Me to Fish Effects YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/, the Teach Me to Fish uh, FX, and click the join button. Um, Real quickly, click the join button. You'll be met with an introductory video for the two levels. Real quickly, profitable trader is going to give you access to the um, all of the charts that I track, which is about 160 plus. Plus, you will have access to my trade ideas, not signals, but trade ideas. Okay. The next level is the professional trader. You get everything in a profitable trader, including access to my live session that takes place currently every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There, we're going to go over signature trading strategy as well as the in-depth look at the trade setups I'll be looking for at the beginning of the week. And we also go over any pairs that you guys would like for us to go over. Okay. All right. Now, getting out of that, let's go ahead and get into this market forecast. First thing I want to do is take a look at the upcoming high impact news that is going to be coming up. And again, it's just to kind of give us a general idea of what our week will be looking like as it relates to high impact news. So a lot of high impact news coming out leading up to the non-farm payrolls for the U.S. So essentially, guys, I do this just to show you guys, or just to remind you to be mindful of the news that is coming out. If you are an inexperienced trader, then I recommend not trading an hour before and waiting to trade an hour afterwards, just to allow the manipulation to take place. And if you are an experienced trader, then of course you know exactly what you're doing, but still just be mindful of the news that will come out. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the forecast or the analysis for this week. We're going to start with the Dixie, guys. Pretty much what I'm doing is sharing with you guys the major US pairs in this forecast just to try to help you guys out. And we take a look at it on the 4 hour structure and price action. Okay. So the institutional bias for the Dixie is short this week. Now, when that is going to take place, we don't know. But currently, the institutional bias is short. So now let's take a look and see what we have as far as market structure and price action and points of interest, if you will, on the 4 hour. All right. So we see here recently this market has been making its way up. Okay, it's making its way up through price. All right, currently, and now we're sitting inside of institutional um, distribution. All right. I like to call it distribution, accumulation distribution, also known as supply. All right. So we are sitting in supply. So this would be a great place for the market to go ahead and turn to the downside. All right, let's take a look to see if we have any points of interest that may cause the market to go down. Let's see, we do have a point of interest here right off of most recent price action. We do see where the stop hunt did take place. This high has not been taken out yet, but it does not mean that the market won't come back here. Okay, all right, because we are coming off of this most recent push here, and this could just be a little correction leg before continuing up and then continue down. Um, but again, we just respond. We make sure that we respond to the market and not react. So that's one area of interest that I can see. Here is another area as well as here. And then what I really like down inside of the institutional accumulation is this area right here. So we definitely have reason for the market to open up and push down down further. Okay, we can take a look at market structure here. We see where price has pushed up here. Okay, it's just been pushing up. Okay, breaking these highs. This high was created, then we had a push down, then this was respected. We had another push down, then we had a push up where this high was respected, and then it started going to the downside as well. So that does uh, point to us that the market is definitely setting up or has set up to push a little lower. All right. But we would essentially wait for price action. Of course, we'll wait for price action to show us that the market will actually go down. But again, we definitely have reason for the market. Here it is. We actually have reason for the market to go down here. I just want to make sure you guys are able to see that. Okay. So it has definitely shown us, gave us, it definitely respected this high here. Okay. It did have a little bit of a stop on, but for the most part, this high here, if we zoom in here, we did have a stop hunt right there, and then the market pushed lower. Okay, stop hunt here, and then it pushed lower. So we definitely have reasons as to the market to push down even further. Um, but again, we'll just have to respond to the market. But again, the institutional bias for the Dixie is short, so I will be looking for shorting opportunities unless it gives me reasons to look for long opportunities. All right, Aussie versus the U.S. dollar. The institutional bias for this pair is long. Okay, kind of it does go in. It is in keeping with the Dixie institutional bias. So we want to look for possibilities for this market to go long. And if you guys know anything about the market, and that is they're gonna trick us, all right? They definitely want to trick us. So, what are we doing here on the 4 hour? We're sitting inside of institutional distribution here. So, that will definitely give us a reason to come short. Now, what areas, and the reason why I'm thinking that this pair would come short is to pick up more orders and to pick up liquidity, if you will, or money from money from the the retail traders. So we do have a point of interest here, point of interest here, uh, and that is all that I see off of most recent. Wait, we also have a point of interest here. Okay, definitely have some points of interest to see this market push down out of the institutional distribution and to definitely take out liquidity or to do some stop hunts because why this market was doing what this market was pushing up, right? Inducing traders to buy, definitely inducing traders to buy. And we most certainly probably have some stop hunts below here, below here, below here. All right, giving the market a reason to come and take those stop losses, uh, like there, and even here. Okay, definitely tons of reasons for the market to push down, to grab more money, to grab liquidity, and to ease the institutions into their orders before continuing up. But I always, guys, just want to remind you, always wait on your trade confluences, confirmations, your signature trade setups. I share mine with the mentees, and they know what exactly it is that we're looking for. And I want to, suggest that you guys do the same, and also keep in mind about the high impact news. All right, so institutional bias is long for Aussie USD. We have some points of interest here where we can definitely see that the market could come a reason to pull back before it continues to go long. Okay, now let's take a look at Euro USD, and I'm going to do my best to speed along here and make sure that I don't waste you guys time, and I don't want to be on here too long because this is actually the second time that I'm recording this. All right. All right. Well, third time actually. But anyway, Euro USD, the institutional bias for this is long. We are sitting in institutional accumulation. So that is confluence number one. Secondly, we definitely had some points of interest, being possible stop hunts there. Sorry, possible stop hunts there, possible stop hunts there. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my trading view, but possible stop hunts there. Down into definitely an area of interest here. All right, and we can come down a little further. Um, Definitely a stop hunt uh, just about there. All right. So we can definitely see a reason for this market maybe to give us one more push down before coming up to this area of interest here. Let's see if we have any other areas of interest. Um, Definitely have one there that the market can push up to here. Let's see if maybe we can get some deeper retracement into these institutional zones. Don't really see any right off on the 4 hour, but we definitely have plenty of reason for this market to push up. Let's see, we are currently definitely on a downtrend. All right. We can see here structurally, most recently, the market was starting to push up. All right. What did it do? It pushed above these highs and came all the way back down to grab these stop hunts. All right. And for me, that is pretty much that is a good sign to see this market to head to the upside. However, that does not negate the fact that the market could continue to go down a little lower before pushing up. Nonetheless, we just want to watch the market and respond to it. One thing that we can do is grab our fib here. Okay, and maybe get a pull back here around the 61 or 78% before continuing down. However, again, I will be looking to take this market long unless it gives me reasons to take it short. Definitely, people will be looking at these breaks of structure here, looking for the market to pull back and retest and then continue down. But again, we are sitting in institutional demand or accumulation. So that really gives me a stronger confluence and reason as to why this market could be going up. And it is in keeping with the Dixie analysis or institutional bias. Now, pound USD, institutional bias is long. And let's see where we could possibly take this market long. Let's take a look at, let's zoom all the way out as much as we can. All right, let's take a look at price action. Okay, so we see that price from this point right here has been traveling up. We had this nice push up, and this high right here was respected, and then it started pushing down into our institutional accumulation zone, and then it tapped off of our institutional distribution, and then it pushed down. So again, we've had this push up, and this could very well just be a small correction before continuing up to the upside. Now let's see what reasons we may have. All right. All right. So I definitely see an area of interest here that will give the market, that will give the market good enough reason. Sorry about that, guys. We do see that area of interest there that will give the market a good reason to go up to the upside here. Now, let's see what areas of interest we can find because this they like to manipulate, guys. So um, here was an area of interest that the market came down to. Here is another area of interest that the market could come to. And here is another area of interest that the market could come to, as well as our institutional accumulation zone. Okay. So we can definitely see where the market has come, and one, two, three. All right, three stop hunts. All right. These low was taken out, this low was taken out, this low was taken out. Okay. And this market could definitely come to these areas after picking up the money from the retail traders to push off of. If you guys want just to simplify your trading, maybe take a fib and see that the 78.6 is in this area of interest. So you guys, if you don't know, if I'm doing fib trading, I really like the 78.6 and the 61.8 retracement levels to enter into trades. 78.6 is in an area of interest, and not too far from that is the institutional accumulation area. So we definitely have reasons for this market to, like I said, come down before pushing up. But again, I will be looking for long confluences unless the market really shows me that it wants to go down. Okay. And even then, if I'm take some shorts, they will be scalps. All right, let's take a look at NZD USD. NZD USD. The institutional bias for NZD USD is long. All right, so let's look at some reasons as to why this market may go long. We have an area of interest there. We have an area of interest here. Because again, guys, market cycle, market manipulation, market structure. All right. They always want to manipulate. So I can definitely see this market coming down into these areas before pushing up. Let's take a look at the most recent price action for the 4 hour here. If my computer will catch up to me. All right. All right. So we can definitely see where this market was going up here. Let's go just like that. Okay, we can definitely see where this market uh, has been going up, possible correction right here. And again, these may be some areas that the market could push up from if not coming back down. And let's see, we have this institutional area right here, this institutional demand or accumulation area right here that has not been tested since it was created. You can just look here. It has not been tested since it was created. So it's very possible we could cheat all the way down there before going up. But we definitely have on the most recent 4-hour price action. Um, we definitely have some neighboring points of interest the market could come down to, and we definitely have a reason. All right, they love to go stop hunting, so they definitely have this liquidity that needs to be taken out. And again, I can definitely see areas in the market where the institutions may have orders that waiting to be filled. So I can definitely see NZD USD going up. Let's see if we have any points of interest for it to even go up. Oh yeah, plenty of points of uh, reasons to go up. So it could definitely come into this area right here. All right, testing into this institutional distribution and possibly just tapping off of this institutional distribution up here before heading down. Okay, so of course, again, I will be looking for the manipulation to come down first and then go up, or we can try to get a continuation to head to the upside to get to that point of interest that is above us inside of the institutional distribution area. All right, USD CAD, guys. USD CAD. The institutional bias for USD CAD is to short, which is definitely in alignment with our Dixie analysis. Now let's look to see if we have any reasons for this market to manipulate us and then head down. Okay. All right. So number one, guys, right off the bat, we do see this market pushing down into this institutional demand or accumulation area right here. All right. So we're definitely inside here. So that will give the market a reason to turn there. Areas of interest. I see an area of interest here that the market could go back to. I see an area of interest here that the market could definitely go back to. These two areas of interest that the market could definitely go back to, as well as we've had a stop hunt there. We could definitely have stop hunts here. Definitely retail traders, if you will, who are not watching for supply and demand could still be holding onto these short trades. We even have a stop hunt area that could be done there as well. So definitely see reasons for this market to try to manipulate up before pushing back down, and that's what I will be looking for. If I do go long, I will be taking scalps, very short scalps, just to try to collect and just to collect some money. All right, that's what we're doing, right? That's why we trade, but just to collect that before heading back down. But again, we definitely have this area of institutional demand or accumulation that has not been tested yet that the market could right out the gate push down. But again, I would love to see a little bit more manipulation to the upside before pushing back down. Okay. Now, USD Swiss, the institutional bias for USD Swiss is undecided. So I typically say, hey, we may have a little bit of a consolidation here, not really making any productive moves for us. But let's take a look at market structure. Market structure, we can see here off of this leg right here. We've had this push up, pull back into the institutional zone here, push up, pull back, creating this institutional zone here, and pushing up before pulling back to test this zone. Okay, so this high has not been broken yet, and we were pushing down. We did have a break of this high here, but we had a break of some lows right here. So structurally thinking, um, we're thinking that this market is going to go down. Okay, we are sitting in institutional demand, so of course, naturally, we'll be looking for longs here. But again, we can definitely see if we take a retail concept here, we can definitely see that. Hey, Mr. FX Telepath. Thanks, man. Thanks so much for tuning in and giving me that like. I really appreciate it. Um, but again, retail concept here. Uh, Trend line going down. Definitely have traders looking for this trend line to hold. So eventually they will be taken out. Like it's just how it is. And of course, just the simplest trading strategy you can have as a beginner trader or a novice is just trend line breaks, right? So eventually this will get taken out. We are sitting in institutional demand or accumulation. So eventually this will get taken out. Yes, we have been on a downtrend, but you have to understand that the institutions, the market makers, they want you to think that this market is going to go down and it's going to go down forever, but that is just not the case. So eventually this will be taken out. So again, yeah, our because we don't really have an institutional bias for this pair, we may get consolidation, or again, we can just take the fact that we are sitting in institutional demand or accumulation, and we can look for those possible buys to up past this trend line. Do we see areas of interest here? Yeah, I see an area of interest here that could, not there, but here, that the market could push up to. Um, And we definitely have this area of interest here that the market could continue to push down further into this area of institutional demand or accumulation. And I'm sure if we keep, yeah, most definitely we can, this whole area right here is an area of interest as well that this market could definitely push down furthermore before pushing up to this upside and really playing off of these institutional zones here. So again, guys, like I always tell you guys, you just want to respond to the market. All right, don't react to it. We don't have to catch the whole entire move. I think when I was trading the market makers method, that was one of the tips that I wanted to give out. Listen, if you know that the W or the M is coming, you don't necessarily have to try to get the very tip top of the move or the very tip bottom of the move. Let the move play out. Wait for a retracement. You don't have to get the whole move in order to be profitable. Um, so that means dealing with our FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. Make sure you're dealing with that. But anyway, I don't want to make the video any longer than what it needs to be. Yep. Uh, Mr. FX Telepath is right. Definitely, if we're trading that, waiting for that trend line break, it's definitely a good buy off of that. So, but again, you just don't worry about the fear of missing out, guys. We don't have to catch the whole move. Just wait for it to play out. And the point I was making is just to respond and not react. Don't be impulsive to the market, but take educated. Uh, we're all guessing here because no one is in control of the market. So take educational excuse me, educated guesses. Um, and so, yeah. All right. USD Let's take a look at this. Institutional bias that I have for this is undecided. So we could possibly be getting some consolidation here. But let's just take a look at the 4-hour market structure and price action. If my computer will keep up with me here. Okay. Let's see what we have here. On this most recent leg, we can definitely see the market pushing up, giving us a pullback or a correction, creating this institutional um, accumulation area right here, pushing up. We had a test here, okay, pushed up into this institutional distribution or supply area, and it's now pushing down. Now, let's see. Let's see if we have a reason for this. All right, so we definitely had this manipulation here. All right, let's push up, stop hunt there, stop hunt there. That was taken out. Stop hunt here. Okay. Oops. Stop up here. It did what? It pushed up, stop hunt it, pushed up, stop hunt it. So everybody that's still thinking that this is going long, they are just stop hunting. All right. And take this area right here that's created. All right. And then we have this area of interest right here that the market could go to. So we definitely have reason for the institutions to be basically collecting the money of the retail traders before coming down to these areas of interest that they possibly have their orders sitting at. And then, of course, we know we have this institutional area right here that was created, pushed out of, came back. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting 6, 7. All right. You can say 7 taps or just, just 7 areas that it peaked out into. So this zone is definitely losing its integrity if the market ever does decide to come here. It's definitely giving us reason for the market to possibly retrace further into it, all right, than it has before in the past before heading up, or simply just breaking right through it and coming down to test this institutional zone or this institutional zone here. All right, and I can definitely, let's see if we can definitely see. Yeah, I can see a couple of areas of interest that will cause that or could cause that or give the market or the institutions a reason to push further into this zone. So, just based off of most recent price action, we could definitely see this market going down, as well as, I mean, this is a retail concept as well, but we kind of do have like this little flag pattern right here. All right. And so it's a bearish flag, and usually bearish flag patterns would be um, an inducing method for the institutions to induce everyone to go long before heading up to the upside. All right. So I can definitely see maybe this being created, manipulating us to come down to these areas of interest, pick up or to tap in or initiate the institutional orders and maybe head up. So again, we just want to respond. Thank you so much, FX Telepath. I really appreciate you for stopping by. One of my definitely my mentors from afar on YouTube. And if you guys are interested, please make sure you go follow him because he goes into in depth with his trading method as far as supply and demand. Really, really great trader. All right, so that's what we're looking for on USD JPY. And last but not least, we're going to take a look at the USD Mexican Peso. The institutional bias that I have for this is undecided slash consolidated for this pair as well. Um, and it's really just been consolidated. It's just kind of just been ranging here. Let's pull this out between here. It's just been ranging, right? Really not doing anything for us. So it's very possible that we could get a continuation of that range. But what we want to do again is take a look at market structure. All right, most recent market structure and price action, as well as our areas of interest. All right, we have got a push off of this institutional demand or accumulation area here most recently. we had a pullback into some areas of interest here. All right. And this market is just kind of going up. Um, Maybe it came into this area of interest here. I really don't see any other ones, areas of interest there, and that could tell me that this market could possibly be going up. Yeah, I don't see any most recent areas of interest at the top side that is showing me that this market could be going up. However, we do have recent areas of interest like here to go to the downside, possible area of interest right there to push to the downside, as well as creating possible stop hunts. Possible stop hunts. Okay. Possible stop hunts. All right. So maybe we'll get this pushed down. Maybe we can scalp it down and they'll push up. Maybe we'll get another retest of here. Okay. We can definitely take this trend line. All right. Eventually inducing everyone to go up. Eventually, that trend line will be broken, create another area of interest and a reason to come back to test the trend line before pushing down. So we could wait for that. Um, we would just have to play this one by ear. If you think it's going to go continue up, I would come down to this swing right here to this possible high. This could possibly be a new high. All right. And you guys know I really love the 78.6 area. And I told you this was an area of interest right here. So that's a little bit of a confluence that this market could be pushing up. All right. Manipulate, break down just to push back up. All right. But we just have to make sure that we are responding. We're responding to the market. All right, guys, that is going to be it for the analysis today. I hope it was helpful and insightful. And again, if you guys are interested in a more in-depth look at how it is that I trade, I want you to head over to the channel and join one of the mentorship levels here. You're going to be met with an introductory video explaining the levels, but I will recommend to at least for 1 month, if you want, sign up for the professional trader so you get an in-depth look at my trading strategy. All right, for swinging, for scalping, for doing what I like to call in transition trading. All right, so you can get in and get out while the market, is moving. But do that first and then maybe drop down to the profitable trader. And then once you are comfortable with doing everything on your own, then you just stop and you do your own thing. Or if not, if you like to being a part of the community, then you continue to be a part of the community. All right. So remember, guys, I don't do signals. I just do trade ideas. All right. I share, as you see here, I share the possible trades that could take place that I'm looking at. All right. It's not a signal. All right. It's just me sharing an analysis in broken down form. All right. And if you have the knowledge of the in depth trading style that I do, then you'll know what it is that we're looking for. So I've taken up enough of you guys' time. I hope the video was inspirational and educational. And if you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel. We are almost at 2,000 subs. The last time I checked, I think we were at 1,997 subs. So 1997, we're almost at 2,000. All right, we only need 3 more people to subscribe. So could you guys help me out? If you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. Like or dislike the video. Comment below why you like or dislike the video and let me know what it is that you will be looking for in the market this upcoming week. All right, guys, with all that being said, always remember if you stay in God, you will stay in control. And until next time, happy pip fishing. Bye bye.